remembering actor Richard Lewis, who died today at age 76. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm John Finolio. Richard Lewis had a career in Hollywood that spanned decades and included stand-up comedy and many memorable scenes on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Lewis had recent health struggles and was living with Parkinson's disease. KTLA's Kimberly Chang is live in Hollywood with more. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, according to his publicist, he died last night at his LA home after suffering a heart attack. Here at the Laugh Factory, fellow comedians honored his life and talked about his comedy genius.
He was one of the most genius person comedian I know. And we would go to Nelly next door, and Tim Allen was there. Tim Allen was all wearing black. And he said, he's stealing my style. I said, what are you talking about? What are you talking? He's wearing black. I said, yeah, I'm wearing black pants too. What's that? He said, no, that's my style. You see, I have my shoes, my socks, my underwear, everything is black. They started showing them.
Acclaimed comedian Richard Lewis' photo is now on the marquee and stage at Laugh Factory, where fellow comedians honored his life and legacy.
He had this immaculate joke structure always built in and baked into these rants that you weren't expected to come. And I don't think any other comic was able to do that.
He showcased that in 2019 when he sat down with our Frank Buckley.
She heckles me. She's great. I love her. And but she says, because I free associate. And that's my act is a ramble like this. Like you'll ask me a question, and not to make sure, thank God, but I just think of one thing, go to another, and I do that on stage, and people applaud like I'm doing it right now. I didn't even finish my wife's story, which I hope to. I want to give it credit for something. Please do. But don't yell at me. Don't ever put me down. That tone was a little offensive to me.
A little authoritarian.
You please do. Why not? We don't have all day.
Lewis, who was 76 years old when he died, was a regular performer in clubs and on late-night TV for decades. Lewis played Marty Gold opposite Jamie Lee Curtis in the ABC series Anything But Love, and the reliably neurotic Prince John in Mel Brooks' Robin Hood Men in Tights. He reintroduced himself to a new generation opposite Larry David in HBO's Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Did you get here early enough?
I got here when I got here. I'm here 20 minutes early, and he said you were here 10 minutes before me. That puts you here a half hour before the reservation.
And you got here early too.
Yeah, because I wanted to beat you to the good seat, because you always have to get the good seat.
That's not true.
Lewis retired from stand-up following 4 surgeries and a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. Lewis is survived by his wife, Joyce Lipinski. The couple wed in 2005. Reporting in West Hollywood, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Kimberly, thank you. The Supreme Court has agreed to decide whether former President Donald Trump can be prosecuted in the 2020 election interference case. The decision means there is a pause on the former president's trial on charges of plotting to subvert the 2020 election. The court will decide what is a president's level of immunity from criminal prosecution. In this case, the court will rule regarding conduct alleged to involve official acts during his tenure in office. The Supreme Court has previously held that presidents are immune from civil liability for official acts. Former President Trump's lawyers argue that protection should be extended to criminal prosecution as well. Lower courts have so far rejected that claim. The court will hear arguments the week of April 22nd, and a decision will likely be made no later than the end of June.
President Biden and former President Donald Trump have won their parties in Michigan's primary. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley says she will stay in the race despite a commanding lead by former President Trump. Mr. Trump now has swept the first 5 states on the Republican primary calendar. The Trump campaign is looking to lock up the 1,215 delegates needed to secure the Republican nomination sometime in mid-March. And despite a vigorous, uncommitted campaign organized by Arab American voters disillusioned with President Biden's handling of the war in Gaza, the president won over 80% of the vote. Around 13% voted uncommitted, which could signal weakness with parts of the Democratic base in a state that he can hardly afford to lose in November. Michigan has the largest concentration of Arab Americans in the nation. More than 310,000 residents are of Middle Eastern or North African ancestry. KTLA is your local election headquarters through this primary season. Join us on Super Tuesday, March 5th for live continuous coverage of election results, live interviews, and expert analysis. Our special coverage begins at 7 p.m.
The LAPD arrested 2 suspects accused of breaking into the tagged skyscrapers in downtown LA overnight. Officers remained on scene throughout the day in case there were any more trespassers inside the buildings. Officers are reluctant, though, to enter the skyscrapers. They say there are dangerous conditions inside. Police say they are exposed to wires and metal sticking out of the walls. The fence was recently installed around the building to keep people out. Police say many people are coming from outside the city to tag the building so they can post it on social media.
Record-setting amounts of rainfall from recent storms have caused water levels of Lake Elsinore